My name Edmund Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO, a South Sudanese civil society activist. My reaction to the decision made by U.S. government on revoking availability of U.S. visa to any South Sudanese passport holder is disturbing, is disappointing. We are aware that there are tension or misunderstanding between the government of South Sudan and U.S. over matters of deportation of individuals who are South Sudanese from U.S. back home in South Sudan. And in case there was one particular case of an individual who was deported and our government rejected, and the explanation of our government that the nationality of this particular person, though he holds a South Sudanese passport, is questionable because the person voluntarily described himself as a Congolese. We understand that violations of any rules and regulations of any nation like US by itself is undermining the rule of law. We are aware of that, and we hope that the government of South Sudan, the government of US, will handle the case of deportees case by case rather than having a holistic approach or an inclusive approach of punishing every South Sudanese or restricting every South Sudanese freedom of movement to US. The concerns we have is that US hold a space for international events that range from international financial facilities like World Bank, international institutions that have a lot of forums at the US level, or UN agencies or UN events, and we are aware that the United States hold a hub of international engagement, and South Sudanese are going to be denied in engaging and participating in those spaces, whether being the spaces of UN or spaces of other international financial facilities that will be hosted in US. And we are aware that also there are quite a number of South Sudanese who are seeking knowledge and skills in US, in several US learning institutions. They're going to be affected. And we are aware that there are other South Sudanese who have sought asylum in US because of political issues back home, and they're also now at risk. And that's why, as an activist, my appeal to both capitals, Washington DC and Juba, is go to enter to a dialogue and resolve this decision quickly. And my appeal to US administration, that geography made us far from each other, geography distanced us, but humanity connects us. And one of the things that make us feel humanity connects us is the freedom of movement. We are not disputing the application of laws of US. There are different standards, but we are appealing to US government that a such case must be handled in a manner that you handle it as case by case or as an individual case, rather than really punishing all South Sudanese because of political disagreement between Juba and Washington DC. This particular decision tells us that humanity is under attack. This particular decision gives us a feeling that our traditional friends that stood with us have now a leadership that tells us that they no longer care about our friendship. And we hope that this decision will be resolved quickly, because if similar decision is applied to US citizens, I know they will feel the pain, they will feel the difference. And that's why my appeal to the leadership of US that please reverse the decision, handle this particular situation case by case. And I'm appealing to our government that it is a primary responsibility of our government constitutionally to receive every South Sudanese passport holder that is identified in conflict with the law of any member state within the globe community or within the League of Nations. So our government should accept deportees because we have received similar deportees of other countries without any dispute. Why now are we demonstrating a sense of rejecting a deportee from US? And my appeal to Juba and Washington DC, it seems this single case is a very sensitive case that requires you to handle with a sense of responsibility, with a sense of respecting the citizens of both countries, US and South Sudan, to exchange movement as an element of humanity that connects us. So our final call, this decision requires to be reversed, and we're calling Juba and Washington DC enter to a dialogue and handle this particular situation case by case. Thank you very much.